It was difficult, you know, it was time consuming.
Ordering juice off of line and it not being good.
There was nothing around me. I got tired of driving every weekend.
45 minutes to an hour away to get juice.
Anytime any of my friends were going over that way, we'd all gather up stuff for each other.
So we just took a leap of faith, cashed in our 401k and said, let's do it.
I didn't think that my business was ever going to take off, that I was ever going to be semi-successful. I thought that it was probably going to flop, but I felt that I needed to try. It's worked out great, man.
Favorite part about this event, meeting new people, watching them come to test Boosted, watching their eyes light up when they try a flavor that they just fall in love with.
We're just excited to be able to get here and actually interact with the customers.
Knowing what we came from to this, it's amazing.
If you've got $5 in your pocket or if you've got $1,000 in your pocket, everyone has a voice here.
It's nice to come out to these events a little further from home, try to get some new contacts.
I've got friends from all over the world today.
Without 3D Vapor, I'm not sure exactly where I'd be in this whole game. They've helped us by distributing our juice across the world, wanting to change the industry, wanting to change people's lives.
It's not just about money, and it's really just about taking care of the customer.
When a person starts vaping, they usually start at least 3 people all by themselves, and then those 3 people start 3 people, and it just turns into these big conventions like they are today. People would come in and give these stories every day. It's like, I haven't smoked a cigarette in a year. And you know, when people come in, new customers, they're like, does this stuff work? So I'll just step out of the way and let them talk.
And that's what 3D stands for, family and changing lives.
3D Vapor is like our big brother.
It's really become like a second family to me.
I'm here with family.
We're a big family. This guy right here, my best friend in the world.
We lean on each other when we're hurting.
Even though we're business partners, like we're friends.
I was friends with 3D Vapor family before the vaping came along.
We pick each other up when we need it.
We love each other unconditionally.
We love working with 3D Vapor, man. It wouldn't be anywhere else. I love 3D with all my heart.
I wonder why you met me. Fell in love over coffee. Well, you were looking so damn pretty. I forgot to breathe. Only with my friends tonight. I don't know what will happen tonight. I'm so scared that the high could die. Cause I forgot to breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe,
It's exciting to see the industry like this. On Facebook you see videos, but to really experience it firsthand is something like I've never experienced before.
You know, one of the most exciting things that's happened to us so far over at the 3D booth in North Carolina was we had a man that was deployed over in Afghanistan, and we had sent him juice over there. And the guy came up and he thanked us so much for receiving the package with our juice. And I said, you don't have to thank me, bro. Like, thank you. It was an emotional moment.
I never thought that it would go somewhere as far as using food flavoring.
If you remove those toxic compounds that are in cigarettes, vaping is just another additive as if caffeine is to coffee.
They see that and they think it's smoke, but it's not smoke, it's vapor. It's water vapor. If you were to blow it across your hands, it feels cool. BGPG, nicotine, and flavoring. That's literally it. There's 4 ingredients.
Cigarettes was killing me, man. I started vaping because I couldn't breathe.
I could feel it starting to build up in my lungs and waking up every morning, you know, trying to clear stuff out.
I got into vaping to quit smoking.
Quit smoking.
I am very passionate about vaping. Before vaping, I smoked cigarettes for almost 10, 11 years.
Because I wanted to quit smoking cigarettes.
Quit smoking cigarettes.
My family, you know, they all smoke cigarettes their whole lives, so I didn't want to continue on with that, and I was young enough to make a difference. I'd only been smoking for 15 years.
Been smoking for 15 years?
I started smoking cigarettes when I was 9. I was a pack a day for 17 years.
So I was smoking about 2 packs a day since I was 18 years old.
About to turn 30, and I said, you know, I'm gonna be smoking for 20 years. I'm gonna turn 30, I'm gonna die when I'm 40. I gotta do something.
I live in a 2-story home. I walk up the steps. By the time I got to the top, I was winded. I was thinking, man, I'm 40 years old. I shouldn't be like this.
It was time to quit.
Didn't want to smoke anymore. Someone gave me a really cheap pen and I started vaping.
Started out at little flea markets buying garbage, didn't know any better.
Started with a little blue. They cut me down quite a bit, but I never could quit smoking using those, so I bought myself a little Ego-style battery.
Started vaping out of cardos and filling the old DCT tanks.
You know, the rest is history. I never picked up another cigarette again.
Since that day, never had another cigarette.
Yeah, I've had a cigarette about 7 years.
I mean, I had a couple cravings for the first few days, like most people do, but it was not that bad.
I was making fun of him for the longest time. I was like, what are you smoking? He's like, I'm not smoking, I'm vaping.
Vaping helped me quit smoking cigarettes.
And I was like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. This stuff doesn't work. And so I got one, and lo and behold, I don't smoke anymore. It's been about 2 years now.
I feel better, I can taste food, I can breathe.
Just didn't like the smell. Hair would stink, clothes would stink.
I don't stink. My children don't stink anymore.
I was able to drop like 70 pounds as a result.
I have energy when I wake up in the morning.
Without vaping, who knows where I'd be.
I found 3D, and that was it. It saved my life.